He is not Jeff King. He is Stephen Tomlinson, and this is not another shooting show.
And now I can talk.
I
just want to make perfectly clear that now I would hate to interrupt your process. You're a professional, and if I say the word nope when you say he is not Jeff King, then I would hate to throw off your whole shit.
It just threw me off.
Said,
I'm
nope.
sorry. We had to start over because my mojo was thrown off so hard.
GM make ready podcaster.
We go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where Pittsburgh police have filed charges in connection with a shooting on Tuesday, according to the criminal complaint. Officers responded to a street and an address for a shot spotter alert. When they arrived, officers found a man on the ground who'd been shot in the left thigh. Police rendered aid until medics got him to a hospital. Around the same time, a resident on another street nearby claimed she'd seen a man running in the area when she heard a pop. A gun then fell from the man's pants, and he started to run with a limp. Officers located 21-year-old Michael Hall, who had been shot in the groin at the intersection of Federal and Perrysville Avenue. He was taken to a hospital. Police later spoke to the first man, who claimed he and Hall had an argument that morning. They ran into each other later in the day, and that's when Hall allegedly shot him. And himself.
Wait. Did it really just bury the lead about shooting at somebody else?
Yeah.
What the as a
well,
just as a random one-off in that sentence.
Well, I didn't read the headline on the show, because that's kind of man accidentally shoots himself after shooting another man in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
police say.
I also did not read it.
Yeah. So I mean, in the story, the narrative, that's sort of it got buried a little bit, but I kind of like the way they set it up because it's sort of letting it out layer by layer, Anyway, police say surveillance video shows Hall shooting the other man. While running away, he reportedly drops a gun on the ground and checks his groin area before eventually being picked up by an ambulance.
Oh, man. It would be so humiliating to do a crime and then blow your shit off.
Oh, God. Yeah. I thought I was doing something really good for myself to better myself. And then I shot my penis.
He does the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio cheerful walk away from the shooting and then blows his dick off. I've done it.
I got a new pair of shorts, and I was actually wearing my carry gun today, and things got shifted just because they're very stretchy. And I've got a Hunter Constantine belt, so that's got some flex. And all of a sudden, as I was shifting around in the recliner, everything sort of shifted, and I was like, oh, this would be a really bad time to be carrying a P320 because all my shit was downstream of the muzzle at that point.
Yeah, when the holster starts to ride high and then it just sort of works its way inward.
It wasn't so much that it rode high. It's pretty hard for my body to have a holster ride high when sitting in a recliner. The physics just don't work. However, something about me shifting, I think my belly pushed on the heel of the grip, and that kind of forced it to the side ever so slightly, and that's when all my junk ended up on the other end of the muzzle. And I'm like, I don't have to pee, but I'm going to the bathroom now because I don't like this. And not because I was afraid it's a Glock. I wasn't afraid of it shooting myself. I was just really uncomfortable.
That's a thing you guys should do at some point, you and Jeff, is write up articles for each other about how you would hurt yourselves with a firearm. Just whatever fantastical circumstance. Yeah, local man kicking back in his recliner.
Yeah. Just write fictional accounts. That's a great idea. I love that. I don't want you to shoot yourself for the podcast clout, dude. I did start off a show one time with a true news story, although it wasn't a news story. It was just I wrote it about me when I stabbed myself in the finger with my pocket knife at a Taco Bell drive-thru.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you just digging around waiting for your food?
No. The blade came open in my pocket, and so I had switched the little clip around so that when I reach in, I pull it out, and then I can just hit the thing and it opens. Mm-hmm. Well, it was in my pocket, and as I'm reaching in to pull my I think it was reaching for change. That's my change pocket. The blade was open slightly, and my pinky went right into the tip of it. And that's when I quit carrying a pocket knife with the clip in that direction. Now I force myself to turn it around so I don't stab myself in the pinky, because I actually did it once before. I just got lucky and didn't cut myself.
At least you learned from your mistakes. I kind of refuse to, just on principle.
No,
surely this won't happen to me again.
I'm going to keep slicing my pinky open until I get that quarter out of my pocket.
The fact that you have a change pocket is also very telling.
It's the pocket where I put change if I have change.
Ah.
No, I don't have like a coin purse. I'm not that old. Jesus Christ.
One of those rubber foldable things that like when you squeeze it.
Let me get my coin purse out here. Oh, there's one from 1964. Oh, gee, that was a good year. So anyway, it's not another Steven show because Jeff is in Croatia.
You got it right. I never know if you're actually just like making a legitimate guess, but when you guessed that he went to Belarus, that was a really good one for me.
I was intentional. That time I did intentionally say the wrong country because I knew where he was going, but I just thought it would be more fun to say other countries.
We go to Eastern Europe.
Yes, we go to some Eastern Europe. Lithuania! Okay. So Cornhusker Classic is coming up in just a few days. We're going to dive headfirst into that. Before we get into all that, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It is only $3.57 a month. And you will get all of the second episode every single week, even the ones with Steven on them, which he'll be on this one because Jeff is gone again. I still have sweet deals on 407 comps, but I only have the green ones right now. I have 3 left. If you want one of those, at least as of this recording, notanothershootingshow.com/407 comp. Yes, I know the website looks like it's kind of janky. It's legit. I've sold a bunch of them, and everybody's gotten theirs. Okay. So even Steven got his, except I delivered his in person at the night match. So
yeah, but we had no discount. Pretty fucked up, but whatever.
Do you want the $6 I would have spent on Pirate Ship?
Always.
Okay, I'll bring
Heidi's $6.
Okay, I'll bring you and Heidi your $6 that I would have spent on Pirate Ship. Okay. Not Another Shooting Show on YouTube. We're adding stuff, video coming soon there as well. r/NESS, our Reddit thread, or thread. What is it called? A subreddit. That's what it's called. Yeah. MW Activewear, the finest jerseys you can get for your match. Cornhusker Classic is coming up June 27th and 28th. You can't get in because Steven will not let you. What if it's like some hot shit GM? You know,
I'd probably let him in. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. Look, the wait list is equitable, and I treated it fairly. And if you were a GM, you might have gotten off it quicker. But the wait list is clear.
Okay. I had a very, very good GM who was on my wait list, and I never quite got to him. I just went in order. I accidentally gave someone a cut in the line, but that was an accident because I didn't actually I couldn't see all of the people on the wait list. I didn't realize that there were a couple extras that I was just on the dashboard in Practice Score. So I didn't cut either, but everybody who was ahead of them got in anyway.
Yeah, we've cleared the wait list, so
good deal.
And there are still tiny slots, but I'm just reach out if you really want to, but don't be surprised if I ignore you.
Okay, Rushmore State Championship, July 11th to 12th, out in Rapid City. Cops match, July 26th. That is in Ankeny, Iowa. The charity match with the Mulligans and all that. Illinois section, August 15th and 16th in Havana, Illinois, and Minnesota section, August 29th and 30th in Forest Lake. Boom! Steven, the forecast for Cornhusker Week is not good.
All right, now read the next line that I put in there when I saw this in the middle of the day.
Fuck you, don't put that evil on me.
Just fucking yesterday, I was at the range, me and Nick were practicing, and I was talking to Sandy and Tom and Adam, and I was like, the forecast is beautiful. Saturday just opened up on the 10-day forecast, on fucking Friday or Thursday or whatever. And it was Saturday, Sunday, or sunny. Everything's good. And then I woke up this morning, it was thunderstorms on Saturday. And then I look again today, and it's fucking sunny. So I'm not putting my money on anything.
Well,
so
one thing to definitely do though is don't put all your eggs in the or whatever weather app is on your phone, because if there's a little rain icon, that can really make it look like, oh my god, we gotta build arcs and put 2 of every animal in because we're gonna get fucking flooded like Great Plains. No, that's not what it is. I'm looking at the National Weather Service website right now. There is no daytime chance of rain, according to the National Weather Service, on either Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Weather Underground, which is my preferred.
That is a good one.
Yeah, And it's also named after an environmental terrorist group, which is kind of cool, just for a weather site.
For sure.
Like, welcome to my weather site, ISIS.
Yeah. No, I always thought that was weird too. Like, really? Weather underground? Okay, that bold move.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's going to be hot, though. 87
Sunday,
on Saturday.
especially.
Sunday.
That's fine, because guess who shoots on Saturday? Me and you, homie.
Yep. We get to stand around and not run. Well, you get to sit in air conditioning if you want to. Man, Heidi's lucking out again. She's just going to be sitting in the stat shack all damn day in the air conditioning.
That's why in all my documentation, I have her labeled as the stats queen, because she's just going to sit in there until she gets bored. Then she's going to go for a run and
I have a little sweat on my brow. I'm going to head back to my statistical shack.
Yeah, like anybody that's met Heidi has like never seen her without like some amount of sweat or dirt on her, I'm sure.
Let's see. Well, there will be wind though on Sunday, so
yeah. But we live in the Midwest. Like it's just like I'm not putting any faith in this forecast at all. Like this far out, one way or the other. I'm hoping it's nice, but we have had a bunch of rain because it's just the season. So
yeah.
We have the things. We have waterproof targets. We've got waterproof pasters. We have a plan. The setup is going to be good for it. So if it rains, and just be prepared for that. But if it doesn't, it'll be cool.
My plan for Cornhusker was actually, it wasn't my plan. It was a guy, Mike, who was helping me one day, and he said he was going to make all the hardcover targets for the whole match. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, should we do you want these on the weatherproof? I was like, well, just do what, because like I have lists in my head, and so I wrote a list, so that's what happens. He's like, well, how about I just do all the hardcover as waterproof, and then we don't have to worry about it. I said, you're a lot smarter than me, Mike. Yes, you should do that. Absolutely, 100%. That's way better than my idea.
Of just like doing some and then some.
Right. Instead of doing some of the hardcover with non-waterproof, just do, because then you don't have to worry about the hardcover. Like it's done for the whole match. Like, then any hardcover target you have, you don't have to worry about. So all the hardcover got waterproof for the whole match.
That's kind of smart.
I thought was
this Mike Erickson's idea?
No. Okay. It wasn't. No, he's not that smart. No.
I was gonna say it's got to be a different Mike.
No, it 100% was.
Also, have you ever practiced in the rain?
Have I practiced in the rain?
Have you ever practiced in the rain?
I have done an Adam Grimm class in the rain.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you guys are miserable because that was all day. Like shooting in the rain is fine. Doing it all day sucks ass, but it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, practicing in the rain, like as long as it's just normal, like the Great Plains Deluge, like no one's shooting in that shit when it's happening. No.
But that was like gonna just like destroy gear and targets, and pacer guns wouldn't work, and pacers would turn to mush, and dots would be full of water.
No, that was rain so hard that I said, yeah, we're going to push through the rain. But I was pretty sure no one needed my permission to not shoot when it was pouring like a gallon a second. Like that was not anything I meant for anyone to shoot through. I don't know if anybody. Well, Andy said we're supposed to keep going. So
did anybody actually shoot like in the rain when that initial burst hit for like that 20 minutes or whatever?
I don't think so. I think everybody pretty much hit pause.
Yeah, we shut down like entirely. We were on the long bay, and we all just cowered under the the easy up, and then just waited for clearance, and then sent Austin out to score targets in the rain.
And then your ROs or a couple of your ROs took their shoes off, and one of them found out brass is not good on bare feet.
No, it's a lesson you learn eventually.
So okay, well you're pretty much ready. You sent out an email though last night that said, the stress is hitting me now. What is your stress? What is causing your stress as a match director of a major at this point?
I just have anxiety about anything that's like happening to me in my life that's not normal. So this is going to be, it doesn't matter how prepared I am for anything. And I'm about the same as I was last year. I'm probably like a couple weeks behind on like doing things I could have done, but all I really have to do at this point is just build stages. Obviously, I need to get stage diagrams, build lists, and I need to do staffing assignments. And then that's really it until the match pops off. So not a whole lot of work, but I need to I'm going into practice sim today and like getting screenshots and like doing all the shit and writing the lists, and then realizing that some of my stages are insane, like Bay 5.
Yeah. So you don't have unlimited ammo when it comes to walls?
It turns out no.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I mean, who could have known?
Who would have guessed?
If I asked you right now, could you tell me within like a single digit number how many walls your club owns?
Oh, within a single digit number? No, I could
no.
not tell you that, but I know we have 80 plus.
Okay.
Somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah. I don't have that number in my head at all. And that's crazy. I like realize that's insane. Like I should have had a number in mind before like going through stages and deciding what we were going to put up. And I think I just kind of got lucky with myself because most of the stages like on like the lower bays are pretty low round or low wall count anyway. Mm-hmm. But then I looked at Bay 5 and I was like trying to do something very specific and designing a stage at 1 a.m. a couple weeks ago. And when I looked back at it the other day after putting on the matchbook, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is insane.
Okay, so you are talking about the stage that's in the matchbook.
Yes.
Okay, how many walls are in that diagram?
Any more? Oh fuck, man.
Or were in it? I don't have it up at the moment.
Neither do I, and my email is closed.
Okay, now it's a race to see which one of us can get there the fastest. I'm just going straight to practice score and getting there, and it's Bay 5, you said?
It's Bay 5. You're actually going to win, or
I'm going to win, because there's 2, 3, 4, here's 5. No, that's...
Which one of these is the stages?
Here's 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh,
there's
18.
a vertical one that you didn't get, but
I see. Okay.
Yeah, plus barrels.
Plus a couple of barrel stacks.
Yeah. So that was a bit much, but I had some like pretty tight sightline bullshit I was trying to do there. So, but yeah, I don't want to say we don't have the walls to do it, but it would come from somewhere. Like I would need those walls somewhere else. So.
Well, like just looking at the diagram, T8 definitely could get taken care of with a barrel stack. That doesn't need to be a whole 8-foot wall blocking that, does it? Or is that blocking more than just that?
Oh, you're blocking that popper also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have since redone this stage, not entirely, but like made the some more efficient wall choices. So
yeah,
I don't have a count that I've gotten it down to, but like for this one. Looking at it now, it doesn't even look as insane as it was in my brain. Like this looks way better than I thought it did. Like in my mind,
the new design or the old design?
The old one, like, is not as bad as I thought it was. It's still not ideal. That's a lot of walls, but for a relatively like constrained area too. Like that's not a lot of space as far as our bay is concerned.
No, the bay is pretty huge.
Yeah,
and it's not. I mean, it doesn't look. It's not. It doesn't look. Is it going to be more spread out than? Well, it can't be more spread out. I mean, those are only 8-foot walls.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's going to be like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 40 feet
like
wide.
40 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Like so, not a crazy wide shooting area.
No, but it's hard to make use of distance or anything on that bay unless you do like a more downrange movement kind of deal. And wasn't really super interested in that for that bay since it's so front and center. So
well, I know of a match that manages to get some fairly long targets in without making you run super far.
Yeah, but you still had to run super far. Not super far. You still had to run down a corridor, right? You had to run down range a pretty decent amount.
You didn't have to.
Okay, you didn't have to, but what did all the smart people do?
Actually, I think it was a draw. It didn't really pay to go down range.
Even with the hits, I haven't compared. I don't know anybody that's
talking to the guys that ran that stage. As long as the only target that was iffy, if you can hit stuff far away, that hard cover way in the back, the bottom hard cover.
Yeah, that was a horizontal hard cover too. It wasn't like it was a tux or anything or like a narrow area. It was like
the whole A
zone
was available, but it was from the A zone down was hard cover.
Yeah.
And so if you pushed it down a little bit, then you were losing one. But that was the one where people were taking mics on. And that was that target choice for me as a match director turned out great because it did what I wanted it to do. It forced good shooters to go down range. It didn't force them, it made them think they had to. Or it caused them enough concern that they went down range. There were plenty of really good shooters who did not go down range. The guy who got a high overall did not go down range. The open shooter, Haygood. I can't think of his first name.
Matt Haygood.
Yeah.
He flew out from California to come stomp Dixon. That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know how or why that happened, but yeah. Thank you for coming, sir.
No, he's good. Shot with him at Race Gun last year, I believe. Yeah, and he was like bouncing back and forth between our squad and the squad ahead of us because that had Christian Seiler on it. So he's like somebody who is pretty good.
So he was like not resetting with
No,
your
he was
squad?
doing his stuff. He was doing what he had to do, but every now and then he would just go and like talk stage plans or go watch the Super Squad shoot because we were just shooting behind them all day.
Oh, gotcha.
But he had a couple conversations with Christian for some tips for an open shooter on most of the stages. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I just thought it was another
I don't-
grandmaster skipping out on resetting.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Grandmasters, the fucking worst.
Yeah, they're terrible.
So are you telling me when it comes to match direction for you, like you don't know the exact number of walls you have, but you kind of like, do you just have like a WAG for it, or like what else are you doing for your props and whatnot?
I will do an inventory early on. Like first, I counted up walls back in. Oh God, it was probably March or April before the dark match. Mm-hmm. And so then I had an inventory, and then I already had it in my head to paint the walls, and Bob offered, "Hey, do you need help with walls?" I said, "Yeah, I do." And he's retired, and so he just absolutely crushed it. Thank you so much, Bob. I don't think he listens to podcasts, but
Did he say it so lustily though?
no.
Okay, that was breathy. It was that was like Skinamax styling.
Well, that was more of my reaction to thank you. But yeah, he did all those, and then I did a count in the stages how many we needed. I have like a Google sheet that is like the inventory of everything we need for every stage, and mostly because of stage 2 with the big long hallway, like that was a wall intensive stage there, and I thought we were gonna end up using just fabric and T-posts for some of those walls just to save on walls, but
Yeah.
we ended up having just enough 8-footers to pull it off. So we got to the number we needed. And
You guys have 10-footers too.
walls? No, we don't.
Yeah. No, what you have longer than 8 foot.
No. We used to have 8-foot 3-inch. We used to have a bunch of 8-foot 3-inch walls.
I thought you guys had some like very long walls. I don't know. When we were putting stuff away at the end of the match, I remember seeing like a couple that were just not a lot, but just like a couple exceptionally long walls that I thought were like 10 or 12 feet, which were insane to me.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
But we
may have
used
been hallucinating.
we had some after the rain and the dehydration, yeah, probably. We had some walls that were we had a bunch of classifiers that were technically probably not 100% compliant because no one thought about, I'm just going to cut off these legs, and then the walls are 6 feet tall, slap them on the end of a couple of 8-foot 2x2s, and we have a wall. But when you put 2x2s on the ends of 8-footers, then you have an 1.5 inches on each side. You have an 8-foot 3-inch wall.
Yeah.
So we had a bunch of those. Now we don't. We just have the other ones. Okay, so you don't count walls, but that's the thing you'll learn for next year. Like I'm
an adult learner. I'm learning. I'm just doing this 1 year at a time.
No, you learn by fucking up. That's the best way to learn is by trying things and fucking them up. Because if
Until
you
it gets
don't,
catastrophic.
yeah, otherwise you wouldn't learn. So are there any props that you have at your club that you're not using, or that you're just like, no, I'm not using that?
There are. I mean, yeah, we have plenty of props that we don't use for matches. Like we have some like ancient bobbers and like max traps, clamshells, and our stomp boxes that we've like recently replaced. Well, stomp boxes anyway. We haven't like gotten new activator targets, but our stomp boxes, like the old like wooden shell ones with like the 2 boards. I think you still have at least a few of them floating around.
Yeah.
I don't think we tossed them. I think we still have them like just in case. But we got the new Targets USA stuff for our activators and are keeping it pretty simple as far as activators go. Like, yeah, we're gonna have some swing and steel. Yeah, we have some swingers, but like we're not going nuts with anything special. We didn't even get like the Sidewinder. Like you got the Sidewinder, like the halfway holy monkey kind of thing. We haven't even gotten that yet just because we were trying to like see how it turned out.
Holy Monkey Light is what I like to call it. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. Like, I didn't realize, because I thought the Sidewinder like just was like a different mounting system for the target, so that it like did something, it presented differently. But I didn't realize that it like actually like changed the presentation as it went through. So
yeah, it starts off like a bobber pretty much, and then it starts swinging. But you can set it so that it will swing immediately. And I'm gonna mess with that at our club match here on Thursday and just set it up in a weird way to get it to do some crazy shit. Yeah.
I'm glad it presented very, like, the first presentation was always reliable. And so there was that. And it's like, I think most of our squad cleared it on the first presentation and we're gone. But
it actually, that target is 100% reliable. It is 100% predictable. It's just sometimes it's not there when you want it to be. You know, if we had set that up to activate from the other side of the range, and by the time you get there, who knows?
Yeah.
It would still be predictable. But
that's just activators in general. Like, they're not going to be there when you want them to be. If you're trying to like, it sucks so much watching like somebody like point their gun at a swinger and it's not there, so they do something else and they point their gun back at the swinger and it disappeared again. It's just like, please stop.
So are there props you think that should be used that maybe you're not because you just don't have them, or because it's not cool? Because what made me think of this was they had an elevated platform at Area 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember elevated platforms that you actually ran around on at Area 3 back in the day. And it's kind of a fun thing. Now, if your range has shorter berms like mine does, then maybe it's not such a good idea. But if you've got the berms for it, like, that's a cool thing. What's a thing you wish you had that you could go into the shed for?
So, like, on the one hand, I genuinely wish we had more like barrel double stacks, because they are so easy to use, and like, even just not for like, just for blocking sight lines without being a risk of shooting them and having to deal with like the shoot through issues.
That's the only thing they're good for.
Yeah. At the same time, like, having them available makes them very easy to set up in situations where they are shoot through bait, and I don't want to deal with that. So like, it's just a bit of a pain in the ass when for locals we have somebody set up like a single barrel blocking steel, and it's like, you're just asking for problems with this shit, especially for like activators. And I know you dealt with that last year at Great Plains, because like I was one of them. I shot through the barrel and hit the steel, and it was like, well, free reshoot, yay! And I did worse.
Well, and the funniest part was I screwed up the call the first time it came up on
but
main match
you had
today.
Smart people like Tampo Timmy mumbling in your ear.
Oh, he wasn't mumbling. He was sort of doing his shuffle away going, I'm pretty sure that's a reshoot. I still remember the look on his face with those goofy glasses of his, like, oh, I'm an idiot.
It was good times.
No, you can use barrels to block poppers, but just block the sight line from one place.
Right.
Just don't use it to make a tight shot.
Yes.
On a popper.
And that's
you
where,
can
like,
use it to block poppers, but don't use it to make a tight shot on a popper. I use them if you can see a popper under a wall where it would not be, it's not legal to shoot it, but it's still range equipment failure if someone shoots under a wall and hits it. So I will put barrels along walls to just hide them. So no one's tempted. There's no temptation.
I've never seen somebody try to take one under a wall. I've just never seen it. Like, I know it's if it's available, like, they could, and yes, it's a reshoot, but like, I've just never.
No, I was at the Sherwin's last Area 3. A guy on my squad did, because it was sort of it was almost a memory stage of steel. It was all steel, and he gets done. He was shooting PCC, and he looks over to his left, and there's one I missed, and so he puts it up and takes a shot, and it's under the wall, and the ROs are looking at each other like, can you do that?
Nope.
And honestly, I didn't know the rule at the time either. And
sportsmanship disqualification. He gamed it. He knew he was going to get a reshoot out of it. Kick him out.
Well, it was an honest mistake. He just saw steel, shot steel. He didn't really think about the fact that it was under a wall.
Yeah.
And so, like, you do it once, it's range equipment failure. You do it again, and we're going to 10-6 your ass. So
we're underutilizing the 10-6 anyway. You 10-6 your friends, guys. Come on.
Yes.
Send everybody home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so okay. I have beef with barrels, but like, our club also just doesn't have a bunch of them. So yeah.
But okay, that wasn't the question I asked though. The question I asked was, what do you think we should have?
Should have?
Like, what's a thing you would want? Like, I would love to be able to use like a platform. You know,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's old guy bitch bait, but
Huh. So I don't know if balance beams. I kind of love the idea of, and I've only shot at them one time
as
in my
long as they're
entire life.
as long as they're kind of fat.
They do have to be a little bit fat or grippy. But like I've got
Yeah.
some friends at the PNW, and like they have some like raw timber fucking why can't I think of the word that I just said? These why can't I remember the word? Oh my god! But they have some raw ones, and so if they don't have their like if they're not wearing cleats or whatever, and it's rainy out there, they just slip right off the damn
Oh yeah.
platform. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot. I am a very very like straightforward like gun loaded and holstered wrist below belt kind of like person. Like I want the stage to be just like the shooting. I don't really get tied up a whole lot in like the gimmick stuff. So it's like I'm not super hungry for props. I don't even program them a whole lot. Like I'm not the guy that's going to put like an activator in a lot of their stages just because I don't think like on that level. I'm more just about like the pure shooting thing versus like the novelty of it, I guess. I don't know.
Why do you hate fun?
I don't hate fun. I love fun. I just don't know how to have it anymore. I miss fun, Andy, please.
Why can't you just have fun? Why can't you just say that, you know what? A shaky bridge sometimes is fun.
Shaky bridges are fun. They're fine. It's just like, fuck, I don't even know if we have one anymore. We had one for a couple years. It was, we pulled it out for the Cornhuskers when we started having them here after the Great Plains, the Great Plains shift. I don't know what you want to call it, but
The Great Plains shift. That's actually a great name
yeah,
for
I
it.
like them. I just like, it's just like not a kind of thing that like if I guess if you're just like this stage, you go left to right, and it's like a thing I would put in a stage if going left to right or like up and down or whatever like made sense to have the thing on. But I've never dealt with a shaky bridge that really added a whole lot to the stage. So it's just like, it's like a thing that you just deal with that I don't really think catches out anybody really well. I don't know. I don't think it really separates anything.
No, I don't think it's. I'm not saying shaky bridge is like the end all be all, but then again, go watch some like '90s USPSA championship videos
That shit's so crazy.
where they're
We did that-
jumping over cars.
Yeah.
You know, and the
Well, we
guys
went
who are
to-
bitching about having to do stuff that's too physical are the guys who were competing back then. Like, you guys had to like climb ropes. Don't give me this shit about, that port's too low. I can't get down prone. I'm too old. My knees and burr.
The vibes of the old like IPSC championships are just like, or like world shoots are just fucking crazy though.
Yeah.
Like me and Nick and another couple friends were like in an Airbnb a few months ago and just like watched. It was in the UK. I can't remember if it was like Great Britain or what. But they had like a double-decker bus, but like everybody was shooting open, but they were all dressed up like polo shirts tucked into fucking like acid wash jeans and mustaches and just like hair coming out from under their caps. Just like, oh man, it was unreal. Just the word, like, I don't know. I don't want to shoot those stages. They looked annoying as shit, but it was crazy.
Why does that look annoying? Because you don't just run around the stage and go to the back left and shoot the targets and go to the back right and shoot the targets and go forward to the right side and shoot those targets and go to the front left and shoot those targets?
I mean, everything like the challenge was always like so very specific in a lot of those changes, like, or a lot of the stages. It was just, it was like the targets are going to present a very certain way because of like some activator sequence, or something. And then you're gonna have to like run up and hose these things. But like, just, there wasn't, it was truly go here and shoot this thing for a lot of the stuff, and not a whole lot of like availability to do anything between positions because it was like go to a place, shoot 8 rounds, go to a place, shoot 8 rounds kind of stuff. And so like that kind of sucks it out sucks the out of it for me. I don't know.
One thing that I have grown really tired of just in matches in general, and it was race gun was one match where it hit me where it's like, oh, we're going to have to go to the back left and back right corner, and there's going to be a wall, and then there's going to be targets you have to shoot, and that's a thing on every freaking stage.
It was like, hey, first you're going to go left, and you're going to shoot 2 targets. Yeah. And then guess what? You're going to go right, you're going to shoot 2 targets.
And both of these have a no-shoot in the middle.
What?
Yeah. Like, all of them. It was the back left and right. It was just this constant. So, I don't know if you noticed, there wasn't a whole lot of back left and right targets at Great Plains. That was very intentional because Like even like 4, the swinger that almost nobody shot at, there was a perfect spot to put a target on the back left, but did I? Nope. Because we have enough of those everywhere else. Like I just didn't want to I didn't want it to be so predictable. There was a couple in the match, but I was very intentional about not doing that because it's become a crutch in a lot of matches, and I just wanted to go for something different, you know.
I think a lot of it is just like bay setup though. Like Utah, Slipsa, was that Sups or Slipsa? I can't remember which one.
Sups.
That's Sups. That's
Sups.
That's,
is Southern
yeah.
Utah.
Yeah, Slipsa is Roberts range.
Yeah.
But like a lot of them were like very long bays and not super wide. So I think like it's just a crutch to lean on. Like, yeah, you go left, you go right, because you have to go down. God damn it. You have to go down range basically to do anything interesting because they just don't have the space to work with. I don't really think that's true, but yeah, a lot of those stages were very like redundant in that very, very specific. Like you're going to zigzag through the stage because as you go forward, there are things on both sides you have to deal with. I don't like that. I do like a back left, like 1 or 2 targets, or a back right 1 or 2 targets, but I'm gonna make you go all the way to the right and then all the way to the back left and then do the same thing like multiple times through a stage.
Well, that was like I've said before, like post race gun, like the stages were all good. It was just a lot of the same thing. You know, they were very samey throughout the match. They were good stages, and it one thing it taught me for sure is when stages are like those, you gotta fucking go. Like go. Like this is race gun. It's not, you know, the technical shooting challenge of single stack production. You know, like it was like light your hair on fire and fucking go. And
seeing somebody shoot Revo or single stack at that match would have been very funny.
Oh god, can you imagine shooting a low cap gun in that match? That would have sucked so bad.
Just so many like standing reloads because the way the array is presented would have been very funny.
Oh, Dustin shooting his revolver would have just like thrown it eventually and DQ'd. Like, no, I'm not reloading again.
That should be. That shouldn't be a DQable offense for a revolver. It's a safe gun if it's not loaded. I don't give a fuck. Just fucking throw it.
The cylinder's open and it's empty. Yeah. I mean, he's just moon clips. It's an anchor at that point, you know. Oh god. So, what is there anything you're doing with the match this year that is a specific thing you learned last year? Because like match directors learn the hard way usually.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I have fucked up lots of shit at my matches over the years. I freely admit it and will point it out.
But you don't want to, right?
You don't want to.
I don't want to have to make like I'm going to learn mistakes the same way that everybody else before me did, but I don't want to. I would love to listen to them and be like, nah, you're wrong. I can do it. And then just not do it. But
here's the bad thing that happens though is like I got really lucky with my first Great Plains. The first major I ever ran, like Jeff says it all the time. It's still like one of his favorite majors he's ever shot. And part of it was my first time not wanting to screw up. So then the next year, I was a little cocky. And then all of a sudden, I had a double bay that should have never been a double bay in a bay that would have been much better with a bigger field course in it. And there was a giant backup there. And just totally killed the flow of the match. And so, like, it happens, you know? There's things you're going to... But back to the question, though. Is there anything you learned? Because last year was your first year running it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you learned last year that you're specifically applying to this year?
Nothing useful. It just taught me that I can get away with the bad habits I already have.
Oh, okay.
It was like, hey, you can actually delay taking action on so many of these things, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But that's also because I just have like a really good system for like, or not. I don't have a system. Like I just have very good support because like I'm not doing a lot of the things that you might be doing as a match director. Because our stuff here, like I'm sure you've gotten it from Jeff and like our other match director discussions. Our stuff is so distributed as far as like responsibility goes that like. The scope of what I have to manage is actually pretty narrow. There are certain things that I can just like take off my plate entirely and not have to worry about because I know it's like Todd or the Engels or like Joel will handle like these things for me, and I just don't have to worry about them except for integrating them into the match. But at the same time, I still have a massive amount of anxiety about all this. So I don't think I'm doing anything this year specifically different from last year or like internalizing any kind of lesson from last year. I just want it to be good again. That's all I really want is for it to be a good match again, without fundamentally changing anything up, because I think if people enjoy your match one year and then you're like, well, it's going to be so much better next year, and then I changed the match I ran, it doesn't really. I want it to be like identifiable amongst the other Midwest matches. I don't want it to be Timmy's. I don't want it to be yours. I still want it to be ours, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to change anything about it, but I think, I don't think there's anything specific I'm trying to get away with this year except for just more stage. I want people to like have more shooting, because like we finished so fast. A major match shouldn't be over at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah. So. I mean, like our first one was over, I think at like 2:30, and that was with 12 stages on 10 stops, and the thing I kind of figured out was, okay, I'm gonna do the 15-man squad thing. That was the biggest change I made this year. Was we actually upped the number of squads just
and
to
it
get
worked
more
fine.
people in the match.
It
did
really
work fine. And if it wasn't for the rain, we still would have been done at 3:30.
Yeah, like did you compare like the tablet times from last year to this year or anything, like per squad? Like did it take like 51 minutes versus 44 or something?
We weren't crazy ahead of schedule. We were pretty much on schedule.
Okay.
You know,
so you should have been running 15-person squads the entire time.
Yeah. That's basically what I realized. And it wasn't a greed thing. It's not a money thing. My club doesn't need the extra money. It just, when I did that, it allowed me to get more people into the match, and it allowed me to give away more stuff and give more money back to the staff. So, you know, it was just sort of let's try it and see what happens. And no, it was the right move to add it. I've always been a big fan of 12-person stages or squads, but
it is kind of like the ideal squad size.
It is perfect.
It is just like for like a local match or like whatever, like that is what I want, or like a stage with enough, or a range with enough stages. Yes, like that is what I want. But if you have a 10 bay range and you're trying to run 10 squads, like, yeah, I got to squeeze people in.
And as long as they're run well, you know, if you've got the staff, it's not a big deal. How badly do you wish you had a debit card to run your match?
I don't. I didn't actually look at the rundown. I didn't think you put it in there.
Oh, am I ambushing you with something I put right in front of your face?
I just wasn't looking at it. Was a thing. No, I mean, I wish I had things that made my life easier, because I don't believe in having to go through people to manage things that I have access to managing. Like we've had the refund talk, and I keep dodging the question whenever it comes up, like club wise, because it's like if somebody asks like, hey, do you need me to process any refunds? And I just like Heisman it, I just like walk away. It's because I don't need any help processing the refunds, because they're already processed.
Yeah, it's done.
But
I did.
But I might be the only person that knows how to do it. So
how?
I don't. It's like fucking practice score lore. Like when I learned that from Bruce last year and just like started taking advantage of it, I was like, oh fuck, I have so much power now. I don't have to.
I thought I told you about that.
It was one of us. No. Yeah, it was in the group chat before I abandoned it.
Oh, okay.
And that's Bruce's fault, by the way. But
Bruce is the reason you abandoned?
He put F1 spoilers in there.
Oh.
when they went to the race, and then I was like, well, I'm leaving.
Oh, okay.
But no, having the debit card would make my life easier. I don't know that I need it, but like, I don't want to have to talk to people to do things that I should just be able to handle. Like there are certain things I can't do. I can't build walls. I am tool stupid. I know this.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't screw wood together?
Yeah, but I can't I can't like measure and cut the wood and like lay in the fucking snow fencing and like have like the different like overlays. Like if you give me the diagram, yes, I could build a wall given infinite time. I am not the guy you want building your walls.
Well, I would admit I'm also not the fastest at it.
Right, but
there
like,
are those better than me, but like I certainly can't. Like I've got some squares, and yeah, I can make it happen.
All of my tools are 5 feet from me because they all relate to my press. I have a drill in the garage and like a loose toolbox, but like I'm not a handy dude.
Oh, okay.
So there are certain things that I would love to be able to handle without having to coordinate. So a debit card would make my life easier. But for now, if you're directing a USPSA match and like you do all the things, but you can't upload the scores, like what are you doing?
Yeah.
what is this?
That's ridiculous. I mean the big things I need the debit card for is like ordering the food You know, easycater.com and go take care of that.
Is that a website? Easy Cater. I'm writing that down. I'm writing that in the show notes just so I have that for later.
No, the letters easycater.com.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's what I've gone through to get the Subway every year. Because it's been from a different store in the area. Because actually the Subway in Canton doesn't do those big orders. Because it's such a tiny
the
store.
Subway in Canton, and because you order more than the population of Canton every time you have a match.
Well, pretty much, yeah. And so this one came from Harrisburg this last time. Previous times it was like the 10th Street Sioux Falls one. You know, it just varies. But no, if you're ordering food for the match, well, that's where Bruce got all the food for Area 3 for the staff. Because I was like, dude, easycater.com. We got Qdoba one day, we got Subway the next day. Like, it's super easy. Like, and pay for the delivery. Jesus Christ, just pay for the delivery.
Yeah,
I was so cheap the first couple of years, and then, part of it was I just assumed they wouldn't deliver to Canton, or they would charge like an extra $300. It was like another $100.
That's worth it. Entirely.
Yeah, it's 100% worth it. It was the same
Instead
thing with
of
the
paying
golf
somebody
carts.
for to disappear for 2 hours or whatever and having to go handle it. Yeah.
The first year we rented golf carts for the MD and the RM. I didn't want to the delivery, that's going to be an extra $200. But I mean, the first year we were on a slim budget. We didn't sell out the match, you know. It was only $100. It was a new match, you know, so we did have to cut corners that first year. Second year, it was such a pain in the ass getting them from NB Golf and getting them back. I was like, nope, I don't give a shit what it costs. We're getting them delivered. And they're picking them up. Like, no, not
we have it. I think we have a contact at one of the Springfield or Louisville Subway or something. So I don't handle.
You don't need that necessarily.
I just hand off numbers, and it's I need this many sandwiches this day, and then it's Sandy handles it. So that is, but it's one of those things where it's just hey, if you were to not do this tomorrow. If somebody just stopped doing these things, we don't have a continuity in place. I don't have a process. I don't have the ability to do the thing. Mm-hmm. If somebody just decides to stop doing whatever limited part they have in managing this match, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
When you're distributing it amongst the people, if Todd decided he was going to stop doing prizes, fuck Michelle, she's not doing photography this year because it's so much work. And I didn't even. Oh, no, I don't. But I also didn't bother to try to find a photographer because I can't really justify asking somebody to do that much work for as little as I'd be able to give them.
Yeah.
Because it's just an insane amount of work going through that many photos and doing just the selection and the editing and the posting and the hosting. So it's just a whole thing. I was like, nope, sorry, not going to happen.
I mean, I wouldn't even bother with the amount of filtering Michelle did. They're all going up. Don't point your muzzle in the wrong direction.
I would have posted all of Jeff DQs. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I would have posted all yours too.
Fuck, did I have some?
no, Great Plains. Last year, Great Plains.
I love having to analyze my own match footage to see when I DQ'd in your match. And here's what I pointed.
Is that a thing where did you have any stages that you discovered as the match was going on? Their DQ traps.
This year? At your match?
No, last year, at yours. Because, I had one DQ on the retreat, but it wasn't a trap. It was there was nothing wrong with that. But, we sort of ended up with a trap on the weak hand stage of all stages. 3 people DQ'd on that stage.
But did they all snag the wall coming around?
No. Oh. That was the only one that did that. The other two were righties who went left to right. And they got their gun around the corner too soon and broke 180.
Gotcha. Oh, because they led with their left hand.
Yeah,
which is what I did on the upper
with their left hand.
Right, that's what I did, but opposite direction last match, going up range, weak side direction. So yeah, that's shitty. But that's not a trap. So
no, it wasn't a trap. We had 3 people DQ on one stage, but I don't think it was a trap. It wasn't hard. The one thing Luke suggested was to just put a start position on it so no one could go left to right because he was the CRO on that stage. That was his only suggestion. It took that risk away, but I didn't think it was that big of a thing. It's
but also it's such a choice to say I'm going to go from the front to the back on a weak side stage.
It wasn't too far of a retreat though. It was
No,
like
I mean
4
it
feet.
was yeah. Well, it was a wall's length, wasn't it?
No, it was only a 4-footer.
Okay. So I mean,
Well,
yeah, I guess it's just
the shooting area was only 4 feet down.
okay. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. It's just nothing egregious. I don't think I try to avoid it. I don't bait it for sure, but like I'm also bad about like if I put a target out there and it's like I wouldn't shoot it from here. I have a hard time accounting for like the person that is just used to looking around for targets kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just like seeing a hint of brown and be like now I blast because like my brain is so locked into like the optimal position to shoot a thing from versus a place I just can shoot it from. So
I
don't know.
mean, it's literally in the rule book. You are supposed to take away all temptation. Now, if all
Yeah.
you see is the back of a target, I'm not putting a wall in front of that.
no, but I want those no shoots.
That you don't get
There's so many no shoots uprange. I don't know if you've noticed, but you can just point your gun up there.
there's so many outrageous.
They're all holding pasters and looking confused when I point my
Yeah.
gun at them. It's weird.
Yeah. They're so shredded too. Like those are weird bullets. Oh man. No, I'm looking forward to heading down there on Friday and working it and shooting it again.
Oh,
It's always a good time.
I do have a I am excited that you are excited for the match. I always enjoy having you down here. You're a fun guy. Are you guys doing any bullshit at the match? Are
Oh
you guys,
yes, thank you
okay.
for reminding me to peddle our bullshit. No, we're gonna do unless the range has outlawed it. Jeff has not told me they have. Free beer, come talk. We're gonna do again at Cornhusker like we have the last 2 years. We'll have
I'm sorry.
walkthrough
The
beers.
range actually has if they're good with free beer, but they hate podcasts.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. Well,
No.
too bad.
Woof.
We're still gonna do it. Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me. Yeah, so we'll be doing that, and there was an exchange in another group chat I'm in that I really want to hear the whole thing about. I can't even remember what it was about, but it was a thing from a club match up here yesterday. That Inside Baseball. I shouldn't have even mentioned it.
Oh man.
But I've already offered up the beers for those guys to come and talk about it. No, by all means, stop by. We basically just talk to all kinds of people, and preferably, I'm tired of talking to the GMs. I'd rather just talk to dudes who like our show and where you're from, and just have a chat and have a good time.
Hey, Andy.
Uh
Do any GMs like your show?
huh. There's a couple that do, yeah.
Okay, aside from Craig.
I said there's a couple.
That's like, no, I know there are a couple. It's
Yeah,
funny.
and you're not a GM, so
I'm not. I didn't. I'm fucking. Hold on. Adding to the phone. The show notes. Go fuck yourself. I'm not a GM. That is actually. Fuck. I have another off-topic thing for you because this is the thing I have heavily weighed. Have you considered what did you shoot LO or CO at Great Plains
CO.
for any particular reason?
I just kind of want to do CO this year because I shot LOL last year.
Okay. Because like I have had friends that like do some match direction, or if they're working a major match in their like local area, they switch divisions to something that they don't have a whole lot of like investment in, but it'll still be fun to shoot kind of thing. So I've been still bouncing around the idea of shooting LO at the match so that I don't have to worry about like doing like suffering the quote unquote match director like staff penalty on my score, because it's going to be a CO classifier. There are 9 CO GMs shooting Cornhusker.
Well, you say that,
And that's going to hurt.
you say that.
Yes.
But then every now and then there's, because how many, I don't think there were that many GMs at Great Plains. But
I think you had 5 or 6.
There were 5 or 6, and there were only 2 in the top 10% because a bunch of M's
do
shot
you know who
really
was
well.
in the top percent? Yeah, you know who was in the top 10%? Go fuck yourself.
I who was it? I forget.
I don't remember either, but
you're just angry at whoever the hell it was.
No, I was in the top 10%, but barely.
Because
But no,
like
so-
LO counted as a classifier, and there were some match bumps that happened in LO.
Yeah, Brody made GM off of it.
Yep. Because he won. Well, he won high overall.
But CO, despite having
Or
a slightly
in
deeper
L.
field, did not count for a classifier, which is very funny because the third
91
GM
shooters.
got bumped out of 90%. So it's just the funniest shit.
Yeah. Oh, you had a really good match.
No, oh man. We
Oh,
haven't
you were
gotten there yet.
fourth, but you were 90%. Okay.
Yeah, there's like a 6% gap between me and the next
Yeah.
person.
No, Lane and Eggleston had really good matches. Lark had a really good match, and then everybody else made it.
Existed. Everyone else paid their match fee.
There were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GMs in CO,
And 3 of them were below 90%.
and three of the 5 were below 90. Yep.
That's crazy.
Well, there's some sandbaggers like you in there though.
Yeah, but I don't sandbagging or not, I don't do anything to help that. I mean, if I was a if I was a GM, yes, it would count. But I'm not a GM, so it doesn't matter.
How pissed are you that had there just been one more GM, you would have got a match bump?
I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't?
No, because you.
Oh, no,
The peak
you
of
weren't
the peak of
95.
Master is 95. You have to win to get GM.
I forgot
Yeah.
the thing. You
So-
have to win to get GM?
Yeah,
Is that in the rules?
to get the match bump to GM. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I've never bothered to look that up for obvious reasons. So
Well, because you have to exceed your classification by 5%, and 5% above M is 100%. So
I
you
did
have to
not realize
win
the exceed
from
your
Master.
classification by 5% either.
Yeah.
I just thought there had to be enough, and you were in that echelon, like above
No,
that minimum.
I did fine. Match bumps are hard though. Match bumps are like genuinely impressive.
Yeah, they're tough to get, for sure. Okay, well, Area 1 happened this past weekend, and unfortunately, I've not seen a lot of video of it. I've seen one guy's entire match.
It's just- I watched it across 3 minutes in a YouTube video before recording tonight.
Yeah, and I didn't really get a good. It looked like a good match. Looked like fun.
It looked very different from our stuff for sure.
Oh yeah, I really want to go shoot just a club match somewhere. Somewhere else. Like sometime when I'm going to visit my daughter at college next year, I want to go shoot, Mission 160 or something. Just to
Oh,
go
you fucking absolutely should.
Yeah. The only problem is she goes to college in Waco, south of Dallas, and that's north of Dallas. So driving through Dallas is not a thing I like doing. But
Yeah, but for a match,
but,
you're
yeah.
gonna
To pretend I'm visiting my daughter and go shoot a match, yes.
Yeah, exactly. There's good matches below Dallas too, but also the Dallas Fort Worth area. If you want to shoot, you can go shoot.
Oh yeah, but most of the clubs, I actually had
north of
this
it, yeah.
conversation with Double Mike Academy the other day. Most of them are north. There are some south, but there's one club that's not doing matches at all this year, and there's another one they don't post them until right away. So it's hard for me to plan when clubs don't post their matches,
Yeah.
and it's really frustrating. You can post it and just not open registration. So your homies from South Dakota could come to your club match or not, because apparently they sell out in 5 seconds. But
If you show up to a Mission 160 match and they don't let you in, I will give you a short list of names to fight. You will lose every fight. I'm sorry, but here's the people that you approach.
but yeah, no, that's the thing I am more interested in doing than shooting at nationals at this point, is just going to different and level 2 matches as well. Just going around the country and shoot level 2, the whatever section or state match, and then club matches, somewhere. And it doesn't even have to be I don't really want to shoot Slips's club match. That I mean, I love Robert and all those guys out there, but that just is going to feel like shooting a level 2 to me. And
Yeah, I did if I was gonna, I think shooting an area match is a really, really good impression of the area, given range limitations and whatnot. If I'm going to travel abroad in the continental US, it's going to be to shoot a level 3 or area match, right? Just because it's enough drive to make it worth it if I'm leaving my immediate actual region.
But I'm thinking about it. Would I fly to North Carolina just to go shoot a club match? No. Would I go find a match if I'm there on vacation? Yes. That's kind of what I'm talking about. I'd be there for another purpose, but then go shoot a match while I'm there.
But if you go to
get that
Texas,
flavor.
there will be a match while you're there.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
For
it
sure.
might be a 4-hour drive is the problem.
And because Waco's an hour and 40 from the airport, depending on traffic. and then like Mission 160 and another club are north there, and yeah. But anyway, that's a thing I really would like to do is just and like the Denver area too. Like there's matches happening all over the Front Range. I would love to go out there. I got a buddy that lives out there. It'd be really easy to do if I can get in.
Well, that's what you have your people for.
Well,
you just lean on the right people.
Yeah, no, I there's been a couple. One Colorado guy said, we could probably get you in if you came out there. It's just a matter of scheduling it and trying to find the time to do it. But
have you ever shot a different area match?
No, I've only ever shot Area 3.
That's so I am
I've shot a couple
trying
nationals,
to do.
but
Yeah, I'm trying to do one other area match per year, just one. So I did Area 6 last year. I did Area 4 the year before, and I'm doing Area 5 this year. So like, I'm not necessarily doing the tour, but like just as I meet people or whatever. So I think I like the idea of just like shooting a different area match because it makes it worth the trip. And most of them are like somewhere okay. Area 6 wasn't like Talladega fucking sucks. So never go to Talladega. That's where it was last year.
Oh, yeah, you picked the wrong year to go there.
Yeah, but I got to hang out with a friend. It was whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, it wasn't the worst range I've ever been to. It's just like there's nothing else there.
Yeah, but if you shoot before 9 a.m., they will kill you. Mm-hmm. So it's just a thing they do.
I mean, that was the good thing about not having. Oh, I don't have to get up at 6 a.m. to go shoot today. I guess this is good. You know.
Yeah, it was like such a late start. It was like a 9 or 10 a.m. start. Shit's
9
crazy.
a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
No bullets fly before 9 a.m. and it's like a state law or something.
Yeah.
Which sounds wild in Alabama. Like that doesn't seem like the state that would have that sort of thing.
They're gentrifying our Alabamas, guys.
I mean, maybe does this also apply to hunting season? Like no hunting, no shooting before 9 a.m. because that's
which is crazy.
Yeah, because like especially for animal like I would hope it's not because like for animal like deer like they're kind of starting to be done moving by 9 a.m.
Yeah, as I say, how done is your hunting session or your day if you haven't gotten a kill by 9?
I'm starting to look at my phone at that point. You know,
that's
like,
what I figured.
I'm allowing distractions by. I mean, I've shot plenty of deer between 9 and 10, but you know, so I'm not totally disengaged. But by the time it gets to be like 10 o'clock, I'm pretty checked out.
Like they're bedding down, like they're just like chilling in the woods in the shade.
Yeah, they can be. Yeah, they're less likely to be moving at that time than they are like the half hour before and after sunrise. You know,
still waiting for the you and Jeff go hunt, but in the meantime, you should pick an area match. Area 1 seems like it seems like a hard match. It did like the limited video that we watched before this.
Yeah.
It made it seem like a hard match. And Sam Matt, Glock shooter for the win.
Won the slide ride. He won CO, right?
He won LO, but he won slide ride overall.
Oh.
So he beat LO CO, but he did get he shot from LO.
Match. I just had it up.
Which is like he's had a year. He is like he came out of nowhere. I guess maybe not out of nowhere, but like if you weren't paying attention,
who the fuck is Sam Matt?
He's a dude out of fucking like Idaho or Eastern Washington or something. But yeah, he just
no, he's actually going to be on the podcast here in a few weeks.
Are you shitting me?
No, he's going to be on in July.
All right. Well, I'm weaseling my way into that somehow. Jeff is a horrible co-host, and you need me to talk to Sam and his mustache.
Okay.
That's not true. I'm not going to take your part. Sam's
holy
cool.
bromance, Batman.
He's a chill guy. I'm just going to overrun your whole podcast asking questions about why I should shoot a Glock again.
I mean, if you really want to be on with him, we can make that happen.
It's just 3 Midwest dudes just yelling questions at Sam Matt.
Yeah, and then I'll make an AI cover where you're smoking his pole or something, you know.
That's illegal, I think.
It should be, but I don't know. I haven't tried to type anything like that into AI. It's told me plenty of other things I can't do, like you can't have John McClane because it's a copyrighted character.
I can't believe you're just dropping that like it's nothing that you're gonna have Sam Matt on. Are you underestimating Sam Matt as a shooter, or are you just like?
No, that's called a tease, Steven.
That's a big tease, dude. That's good.
Okay,
that's good. I'm just saying. I didn't think you had it in you.
You didn't think I had it in me? What the fuck are you talking about?
You to just like reach out to a guy you don't know on the internet and be like, "Hey, be on my podcast."
Yeah, I never did that in all the years I was in radio. When there's a TV show. Can we try to get so and so somebody from Deadwood on? Like I remember when that premiered, because obviously there's a lot of local interest in a TV show about Deadwood in South Dakota, and I was trying to get Ian McShane or Timothy Oliphant. Didn't get either of them, but I did get the guy that played John Hawkes. He played the other guy. I can't think of the character name.
That's so funny.
I didn't get who I wanted, but I got somebody from the show.
It's funny. It's just like I could just see that being passed down by agents. Not that USPSA shooters have agents, so like Sam is just like fielding his own emails on his phone while shooting a different match.
I literally just hit him up. Like I saw he followed me on social media. I was like, oh yeah, I remember Adam said he's really good. We should have him on. Okay, and so then I like followed him back, and then I sent him a message, and we're gonna have him on.
He is quite good. And you can talk about stock Glock love so much.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of stock Glock love. I still have no idea what gun I'm shooting at Cornhusker, by the way.
Do you want to shoot the Waltz?
No.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
I mean, I don't want
to. No, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, I understand. It's fine.
Primarily left-hand holster problems.
Oh, that is actually a fair point.
Yeah.
Wait, you can take my appendix holster. Wait.
Turn it sideways.
Yeah, that's...
And have the clips in the wrong place, and then yank the holster out with the gun, or with the yank the gun out with the holster still on it. That'll be great.
No, you're being pessimistic. That would never happen. They're good clips. It's whatever.
What is it clipped onto? My underwear? The clips would be going the wrong direction.
Whatever pubes you have left from the Beretta match. Okay,
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, that was
just fasten it to your body somehow. I don't care.
Okay, so we were kind of trying to talk about Area 1.
Sorry.
I mean, we don't have a lot to say about it because I haven't seen a lot of video of it. The one thing I did want to talk about was Code Howler Monkey posted on Instagram was asking, why was Stage 3 so hard? And you and I both watched that stage. We both watched it pretty critically.
Yeah.
And a couple different videos of it. And the only thing I can figure, and by all means, like, send me a DM or post it in our Reddit, your thoughts on Area 1 Stage 3, but it looks like the tuxes were probably where people ate some mics. And there was like one kind of tough lean on the left side for righties.
Is it Stage 3 in practice core? 26 rounds, high noon showdown?
I'm assuming so.
Because like it doesn't look like it was a bad stage at all for the top of the field. You have to go down.
It may not. It was labeled Stage 3 in the thing that they posted asking about it. So I don't know if it actually was Stage 3.
Because like Sam Mack got 1 Charlie out of 26 shots. Max Leograndis got 26 alphas. It's a whole lot of like 1 or 2 Charlie.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe that wasn't the stage, but
I don't. Yeah, I don't. But I also didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Stepan, what the fuck were you talking about?
I mean, it was the right diagram, though. We just may not be seeing the right score.
Potentially, yeah.
We had the right diagram and stage. It's just whether or not the scores were that or not. I don't know. There was a Virginia count stage, though, that few people caught a couple of procedurals on for extra shot, extra hit.
Virginia count's so funny. We're not doing any Virginia count.
No Virginia count? How about strong hand or weak hand?
Not. So I will caveat with not currently. I am not above adding the last 6 shots to one of our stages where it's available as an option, but I'm not trying to force it anywhere. Again, like I'm pretty milquetoast. Like I just like to draw from the holster and have a gun that I can shoot because it's practical shooting, and I think it should be very practical. Like like an unloaded start for me is like about as far as I'm going to go.
You're not going to do 5 unloaded starts?
I'm actually going to one-up you. I'm doing 11 unloaded starts. And every stage is called Fuck You, Andy.
Yeah.
No, so right now, but like when we set it down the stages, I will look for some diversity and like what will fit a particular stage, like, or where we could add some variety. But like when I publish the stages for the matchbook, like I think most people know well enough to just like look at the stage diagrams and be like, here's an idea of what I'm going to shoot. But I have not applied most of my start conditions to that. So I'm not going to change anything drastically. Like 1 or 2 stages might change. Might.
Yeah.
That's a big might. Like I will maybe add something silly to 1 or 2 of them.
I think the only one
as presented.
I think the only one I changed from the diagram was 7, the unloaded start stage. Mm-hmm. The one I've been doing over and over and over again, and we're going to do it at a club match here this week. That was sort of a late decision, and I didn't even. That was like the right stage to do it on because there were 2 targets you could have hosed as soon as you were in the shooting area.
Yeah,
and it actually that stage sort of lent itself to an unloaded start because now, okay, well, what am I going to do instead of just go straight to those 2 targets right away? You know, and there was a lot of variation in how people executed that first part of the stage. And
no, it was cool because it was 2 separate views for the right hand targets,
and you could kind of see
you couldn't make it to the left hand target through that was like straight ahead.
You could see that and the 2 on the right, but you couldn't get the one around the corner.
Right.
You could get into a spot where you could get close, but you could not get all 3 at once.
Yeah.
And I wish I could claim that was my genius thing. It was just like, oh, we haven't had like a different start position. Let's make this one unloaded start. Like it was literally most of my great stage decisions have been complete fucking accidents. I wish I could say I was that smart. There's been a couple where I was like, okay, that was a really smart change I made. But most of the things where I'm like, wow, this stage turned out really cool were complete accidents. You know, it just.
And that's mostly what I'm looking at too. Is like when you had like the stage diagram, like I'm just sort of assuming like your gun is ready and you're starting from the start position and you're just gonna start blasting kind of thing. And it's only if it's gonna make it more interesting or do something interesting to the scores that I'm gonna institute that kind of change. So I don't want it for the sake of just like having it for variety. I don't care about the variety of it. Like if I had 11 or 10 stages that were just like draw from the holster, shoot the targets as presented, fucking go nuts. Like the people that are going to win the match are still going to win the match. But I think there should be some test of those things, but whether or not it has to happen at Cornhusker is an entirely different question.
Okay. Well,
I mean, there's fucking like 5 like really, really good Midwest matches. So it's just like,
yeah,
we all maintain our own kind of like thing. And like, if you come to me for the fucking draw from your holster and run around a lot and do some positional shit, sure. I don't know. I don't know what my brand is or as a match director or a stage designer, but I don't feel the need.
Matches all have different flavor. How many different stage designers do you have?
So for this one, so we have 3 or 4 primary like local stage designers for this one. For Cornhusker, me, Heidi, and Nick are overrepresented. And then I reached out to 2 people that are also traveling in to RO. So Mike Moreno submitted one from Texas, and Skylar Davis is a very prolific.
Oh, Mike's coming?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's working. So you're gonna see him a little bit more. Mike, he's such a lovely dude. Mm-hmm. Skylar, also a very lovely dude. We met him at Area 3. We shot with him, and he's a very prolific stage designer and makes some, the stage that Jeff was complaining about last week.
Which one? He complains about everything all the time.
Okay, so Jeff is a complainer, but sometimes, he didn't have any merit for complaining about the stage. It was a very you could try to game the shit out of it, but it was a very simple stage to just shoot the things when you saw the most.
Was talking about that everybody before him messed up and
yes.
Okay, yeah.
And I have borrowed Skylar stages before, and this one just go to the places you need to be and shoot the things you need to shoot, and it was just that easy. Like it wasn't a memory stage. There were sight lines that were very restrictive, but nothing would. If you were in the position, everything was very available. But as soon as you got out of the position, you lost 2 targets kind of thing.
Yeah, like you'd lose it quickly if you're not in the right spot.
Yes. But it was very short movement stage. But so he'll be there. He designed 2 of the stages that I got from him. He's got like one of the provisional classifiers is from him, and he has designed stages for several of the area matches that have been going around. So his stuff's getting around.
Nice.
So so 5, I think, big stage designers. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but I think it's me, Nick, Heidi, Skylar, and Mike that did the bulk of it. And I don't know, the vibe is just kind of the things that I liked. So
Well,
deal with it.
That's all it ever is. Like for Area 3, we had a bunch of different stage designs from a bunch of different people, and the ones I liked are the ones that went in the match. You know,
and then you just look at it and you're like, this looks cool. Like Practice Sim is cool. It's a very good app, but like also it's just like I'm just looking at things from top down and be like, this looks cool. And on the ground, the feel can be entirely different, but also
it can be, but you can
that
get
works out both ways.
Practice Sim can get you closer than anything else I've seen outside of
100%.
like actual engineering drawings.
Yes.
And another thing, Practice Sim is not an actual engineering drawing. Like some people are trying to do shit to scale, and like I've tried doing it to scale. Maybe it's because I'm an idiot, but I mean, I suppose you can TISM the shit out of it to the point where yes, you have the exact diagrams of everything, but like I can't keep track of, is that an 8-foot wall, a 7-foot wall, or because you can also just like adjust it by little ticks up and down.
Oh,
too.
holy shit. Taking a jump back like 3 bullet points. Mike Moreno, he submitted a stage that we're using, and he used 6-foot walls, and I didn't realize it until tonight. So I had to go down and fuck with sightlines for a minute. Everybody use 8-foot walls. What are you people doing? I don't understand. 6-foot walls is insane.
Especially when the boards are 8 feet long from the store.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, are you buying 12s and cutting them in half? Like
I don't. Well, the Texas walls are aluminum, I think, but whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, on that note, we have another episode to record, so we gotta put a bow on this one. Thank you, Steven, for filling in for Jeff and his. I'm excited to see video of him taking a bath in Croatia because he found a tub he fits in. So
I hope he's a never nude. I want to see him with jeans on.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to that video for sure.
I'm proud of my little wiener.
He is not Jeff King. He is
Nope.
Stephen Tomlinson. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show.